We are here with manager Simon Lane at the end of November for a review of the first 4 months of the season. We went unbeaten during August, winning you the Manager of the Month award, but in previous seasons we've lost away games frequently and thrown away leads too. Is there anything you did during pre-season to change the mentality of the club?
Well, physically we worked extremely hard and we did a lot of research on what it would take to be successful physically, and that had good rewards for us. I mean, the award was a real honour to everybody at the club, not just myself, but it was really important that everyone was acknowledged on that. It wasn't just about being the manager, so that was excellent. In terms of the winning mentality, yes, I mean, the guys from day one knew how important winning is to me in terms of how that built into our philosophy, and we did some workshopping actually, which I won't give too much away, but feeds into that mentality. And so, you know, sometimes it doesn't always surface. We have to work hard to get that out of people at times, certain times, but we've done extremely well with it so far.
Yep. You brought in several players from your previous clubs during the summer. How do you feel the new boys have integrated in the squad with the lads who were here previously?
Yeah, they have. It's an aspect that I've been delighted with. I knew a lot of the characters the guys would bring into the fold, and certainly talking about winning mentality, there's that there. But the existing guys have welcomed them pretty strongly, and you can see the bond already between them. When they're together socially, they're very strong. So you need that in any team organisation, certainly one that's going to win. So I've been delighted in that regard, in terms of how they've all fitted in together. It's been brilliant.
Speaking of the boys who were here under Nielsen last year, what's it been like working with him as a coach, but also as a legend of this club?
It reminds me that he's a legend on a regular basis. He's still not going to sign a form though to be able to play. That's never going to happen. No, he's been brilliant, to be fair. We get on extremely well. I did a lot of work with him in terms of his philosophy and my philosophy and how that would gel before I engaged him to work with me. It wasn't a done deal on both sides, so we talked a lot. We talked for many hours at my place and out and about to see how we'd work, and I gave him a few examples how he would respond in certain scenarios and all those sort of things. So so far it's been a pleasure to work with, and I think he's enjoying his football as well as enjoying what we're doing, and more importantly than anything, I think the players know that there's not an inch between us, and that's crucial.
The club began the season involved in 6 competitions. Has it been difficult to manage the fixtures in terms of prioritising competitions?
Extremely difficult, especially with a squad as thin as we have. As you know, I brought forward a lot of the good young players from the under-18s to bring them in and out of certain situations. I'm always trying to think ahead in terms of selection, but it is very difficult, particularly when we're tested with the amount of injuries and suspensions that you pick up, particularly at the moment.
Yeah, we've been unfortunate to be knocked out of both the FA Trophy and the FA Cup. Do you think this has increased our chances of winning a competition we're still in?
In theory, but no one at our level's left in the FA Cup now anyway, so that's not unusual. The FA Trophy one was disappointing, but it got us at a time when we were very stretched and thin in terms of squad numbers. So maybe that one was going to happen. Overall, the performances have been great, so I can't be too critical. We're involved in a lot of cup competitions, so I'm trying to juggle it and work it through so that we're successful by and large in all of them. No, obviously the league is most important in terms of being safe and getting to that magic 50 points.
Our league form did take a small dip during October. Do you put this down to the injuries we suffered, and also were these injuries the reason behind some tactical adjustments in the side?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very fortunate in that the group of players we have are very good at flexing a number of positions, and with the economics of this football club, that's essential. It's the only way we can survive. Yes, that's been crucial for us. We're obviously going to have a dip with numbers and injuries that we have. I mean, 8, you know, in the treatment room is going to affect any squad, even someone like Spurs.
Hey.
But certainly ourselves, we're stretched to the bone, and the guys that came in did a good job. But you know, sometimes the level of experience isn't there.
For the fans, Carl Oliidi's goal versus Concord Rangers in the FA Cup was the highlight of the season so far. Do you share this sentiment?
That was a brilliant moment. I think I did a Mourinho and I ran down the touchline for that one.
I remember that.
It didn't damage the suit though, that was good. No, we've had, to be fair, we've had some great moments so far, and long may it continue. Individual goals. TJ's goal was fantastic. It needed market on the volley, and thank you, Harvey. And some great results away from home at places like Hampton. The Leaston performance here in the ridiculous conditions showed a lot of character. I was delighted with that, absolutely delighted with that. And I've been generally proud of the way we've performed all the way through. So yeah, there's been some highlights so far, and hopefully some more.
Yeah. Moving forwards, we've got a busy December coming up next, followed by a tricky January. Does the depth of our squad give us a good chance of dealing with these fixtures coming up?
I hope so. We are stretched literally to the bone. I'd love to be able to strengthen in some way, but literally the economics of the club, as I said, prohibit that in the way that I'd like to do it, but we know where we are. So again, it's going to have to take careful management, and our physio Jamil is working really hard to make sure that people come back in the right way, and the guys have to make sure they rehabilitate correctly as well. There's an onus on them, so between all of us we have to get it right and make sure we can continue to put out good performances.
Finally, what are your and the club's realistic aims for the rest of this season?
Okay, well I mentioned economics in this club, and by rights we shouldn't really be in this league in terms of economics, so therefore the only aim can only realistically be get your 50 points so that you're safe and stay in this division. Obviously we're performing very well at the moment, and we're on track to do that in good time, so hopefully we'll keep running. There's that. In terms of points, I want the guys to continue to improve, particularly the younger ones. We work hard on that, and I want us to keep producing good football, which people look forward to their Saturdays when they want to come to watch Wingate Finchley, so that's important.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Simon.
You're welcome.